Back to the offensive side we go for our 2018 position previews for Indiana State football, this time focusing on the big fellows up front, a group that is by far the most experienced on the Sycamore roster.
Some guys who's been around the program for a while. That being said, we've got two guys who are getting a lot of reps in terms of the first team, some JUCO kids and transfers in too as well. So they might be older, but they're still new to the program. But across the offense, we're definitely the group that I think has the most experience. And really has that kind of leadership role. Now, that's on me to get that thing going and making sure that they're really embracing that. And that's what we've been trying to cultivate throughout camp is having the offensive line not only be, the guys on the field, but off the field.
Lex Howard's coming back off a medical injury there, and the experience he brings to the table. And then we brought in two new guys with Tate and Tuna who bring a lot of experience to the table. So. You add that to a group of guys that James Lang with, I think, 17 starts, Waz with somewhere around 13. So, those guys are only going to push us to be better and better.
This group has been boosted by adding two mega pieces in Isaiah Edwards, known as Big Tuna, and Tate Levitt, transfer from Kentucky. And Coach Switz can see how they've impacted the offensive line already.
Those guys have kind of interjected some energy into that room and a little bit of different mentality. The guys that have been here, they've done a really good job of embracing whatever role they're in. And, I challenge the guys in our room to make sure that they understand, hey, best five play. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff moving parts right now. We don't know what it's going to be right now. We've got an idea, a really good idea, but we're still trying out some new things and making sure that everybody knows exactly what they're doing and exactly how to do it.
Well, the first thing I wanted to do when I first got in here was, to create a relationship with everybody and, create that trust and, that all that stuff you go through during the off seasons, the winter workouts and the annex and whatnot. You have to earn trust with each other through that stuff before you get to the field work. So you kind of have that relationship before you even get there and have that chemistry. But I'm excited to get working with these guys because it's a good group. I've said probably a couple times to a few people, we've got 11 guys that can play, I think. 10, 11 guys that can truly play.
Can't forget about veterans in Wyatt Wozniak and Lex Howard, mixed in with Kevin Kachowski and James Lang. All of them, regardless of where they are placed on the offensive line, are just ready to be part of a group that helps guide the way for Indiana State football to get back to winning.
It's frustrating just going through an 0-11 season. After that season ends, you have a whole year where there's nothing you can do to change anyone's opinion. Everyone thinks, where you left off, that's where you're at. So you got to work every day knowing that it's going to be a year before you can change that opinion. And having all the experience on this team, we've been pushing our guys, reminding them what we're fighting for. We're fighting to change that opinion about us and let people know we're coming.
No excuses. It is what it is. We know what it is, and this year, this group is kind of taking it upon themselves to kind of lead the way, like you said, literally, and see if we can't turn some things around.
And as camp rolls on, continuing to build depth is important, but also another key aspect in the eyes of Coach Michael Switzer.
Consistency. That's all it is, and that's all we talk about offensively as a whole group. I know we all preach it positionally, but consistency. You can't have a day that you come out, a great day overall in terms of competition versus defense, one-on-ones, whatever it is, and then come out the next day flat. It's got to be even keel, keep on going, and that's what I'm really harping on is the consistency and the understanding of the game of football. I broke it down in terms of what the guys need to know in terms of base understanding of the schemes. And what's a gap scheme, what's a power scheme, what's zone, what is it for us? Providing quality depth, but also providing great reps with the ones. For situational football and what happens during camp especially, guy goes down, hop in Alvin Clemens, hop in Max Morgan Elliott, hop in Jay Paris, hop in Mason Fleckler. Those kind of guys are stepping in, no problems at all. So in terms of having that across your offensive line and being able to lean on, the younger guys who have some accountability in the room. Like I said the best five will play, but there's pressure in that room to make sure that when you're on the film, you're doing the right thing, you know exactly what's going on. So I think those guys have also stepped it up. It's not just the older guys in the room, it's the younger guys trying to up their game. I tell the guys competition breeds success, take another man's job. Straight to them. They got to understand that, and they got to go compete and go get it.
We stay on the offensive side tomorrow when we dive into the running back unit. For more on Sycamore football, stay right here at GoSycamores.com.